So I'm going to be talking about episode 7, and that's when we all went to Hawaii. The show starts off with the girls moving the Barbie boxes. Well, Judy's Barbie box, because Judy was sent home, of course. And it starts off with me crying, being upset that she's gone. And I was really, really upset, mainly because I knew how much she really wanted to be there. But other than that, so I don't know if you guys noticed this season, but on most seasons, like, the girls destroy the pictures. In Miami, they threw like ketchup on my face, they wrote all over it and stuff like that. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but these Barbie boxes were very, very expensive. So we were told absolutely not to like destroy them, that you could only write on the little bubble caption on the top corner. And you know, most of the times, like, the girls have broken the screens, they've thrown like the cardboard pictures of girls into the pool. So this time they were not allowed to do that. So it was kind of weird watching those little girls like trying to move Judy's picture out, because it has to be like changed to a replacement later, which of course is the little glass plexiglass that's in the Barbie box. So Rocky says, "Oh, so freaking happy." Okay, for one, you said so freaking pissed on All-Star Battle 2. You also said it on this season. And not only did you say it, this is like the third time, but you stole the line from White Chicks. I'm so freaking pissed. Like, can you come up with something that's your own? You're stealing lines from White Chicks. All right, let's see. One rule: do not mess up the Barbies. I already talked about. Okay, so at the beginning, when I'm upset about Judy and stuff, if you notice, I'm wearing a black crop top and some like jeggings, whatever. Notice from the last episode or the episode before, when I mentioned that Judy had already been sent home when we did the beauty bus makeover, that she wasn't just sitting at home talking to Stassi. At the time, she had already been sent home, which was from the previous. Oh shit, my damn MacBook. Oh, I'm gonna be so mad. It just went to sleep and fucking stopped my movie. Oh no, it's open. Okay. Why would it do that? It's really annoying. Okay. Notice wearing black crop top, beauty makeover. Okay, so that outfit was from episode, we're on 7. That was from episode 5, when Judy had already been not there, whatever. And you see it now. That outfit, Judy had already been sent home. So, as I say, like, all my stories always match up, because it's the damn truth. While these people trying to act like they got bad edits and whatever else. If anybody got a bad edit, it was me, because a lot more stuff happened to me than what really did. So, as I said, Judy had been sent home. She didn't just sit at home and talk to Stassi. Alright, so Danny is super scared of flying. It was a big ordeal before even getting to the airport. She was actually sick. Like, once the Hawaii people came, and she got really, really sick that night, she was in her room. And what's it called? Julie, Jada, and Rocky, the new Sarah, Natalie, and Judy, were being really loud, like joking around, drinking, like packing, like laughing and stuff, knowing that Danny didn't feel well. So I brought Danny into my room. She was sleeping in Red's old bed, and like I gave her a blanket, I gave her soup. Like, she was really, really not feeling well. So I don't know if it has to do with anxiety from knowing about the plane or what, but her friend Julie already knew that, well, her ex-friend knew that she was deathly afraid of flying. Like, it's not for her, like, trying to get attention. Like, she's super scared of flying. All right, so we get onto the plane, and of course, I upgrade my ticket to sit in the emergency row so I can have some extra space. And I'm already on the plane. Jada, Julie, and Rocky did not know that I was on the plane. Jada comes in and she's like, "Oh yeah, what she thinks Camila's gonna save her. She wants to sit next to Camila," and they're like laughing and stuff. And I even said something. I was like, "Nah, I would save her." And of course, you see me saying it later on. So I'm glad they did show that part, but they did leave out one part, which I'll tell you in a second. And then when they saw I was on the plane, they're like, "Oh, damn, Sarah's on the plane." I told Danny immediately after it happened, when she got on the plane, maybe 2-3 minutes later. The couple next to me, when Danny, because she can't hold anything in, Danny immediately said something to Jada and Julie. She was like, "Oh, Jada, you want to talk shit, and Julie, you want to laugh?" And then, like, Jada starts getting all loud and being the trash that she is, because she doesn't know how to, like, there's a time and place for everything. You can't argue on a damn plane. Out of everybody knows that, it would be Judy. I think Judy was kicked off a plane once. They were waiting to arrest her when she got off the plane at the terminal. So for Jada just started to go crazy, like, whatever. It was stupid. The couple next to me was getting irritated, whatever. And we get off the plane, and of course, that's when she's like, "I want to know the whole story." We get to the airport. They put the leis on us. They're like fresh orchids. They smell so good. Everybody smelled different, and they were all different colors. And yeah, so that was pretty interesting. So you see when we go into the little van, whatever, and we're going to dinner, and Jada's like, "Oh, Sarah's lying, and we know her track record." When have you heard me lie about anything? Please do not talk about the damn pictures on the wall where Judy made me pinky promise not to tell. Like, that's not that serious. And I don't ever flat out lie. I don't manipulate situations. I don't start shit. That's your friend Julie, Jada. So maybe you should get it together. I'm not a manipulator. And secondly, when we went to that sushi restaurant, it was a lot of fun. They didn't show hardly any of it. One thing that I used to always do with Danny is I always flirt with her. I'd like touch her arm, touch her leg. She'd be like, "Sarah, stop." And I'm like, "You're just so sexy." She'd always walk through my room butt naked because when she'd get ready in the morning, she'd be the first up. I'd always hear her. I'd wake up and I see her walking butt naked through my room. So I'd joke with her and be like, "Oh, you're sexy. You're this, you're that." So I used to always mess with Danny. But, okay. Crush on Danny. What was I about to say? Okay, so Jada's like, "Oh, she's lying, blah, blah, blah." So at the dinner, this is the funny part. I'm like, "No, Jada, you did say it." I'm like, "Why would I lie? Why would I make something like that up?" And Jada accidentally admits to it and was like, "Oh, no, but I said it as a joke." And then I even mentioned to Camila, like, that's that whole I'm being serious, but I'm joking. Like, I don't play that shit. Like, it's super annoying. But later that night at the sushi restaurant, Jada did admit to talking shit on the plane, but she tried to say she wasn't being serious, that it was just a joke. So once again, Sarah's not lying, and what are you talking about? Now you sound stupid, like coming up with this big elaborate story that I'm manipulative and whatever else. Like, those were your exact words. So, yeah. Alright, so when we were packing and stuff, there was like glitter in my bag. There was still soap on my clothes. And I even joked with Camille like the whole thing. I was like, "There's soap on everything." Like, I would pull out a shirt. "Oh, I can't wear this. There's soap on it. I can't wear this. There's soap on it." She's like, "Sarah, if I hear one more time about some damn soap and glitter," I'm like, "No, for real. It's on every single thing." Alright, so we get there. Jada lied, of course. And you hear me come into the house. I'm like, "Oh my God, my legs are so sore." For one, I went to the gym 5, 6 days a week so I could get away from that damn house. But also because I was like Danny's like muscle man pretty much. Like, I carried her bags down the steps. I carried mine down the steps. Like, she had to send stuff UPS. Like, I'd carry her bags for her. Like, I always carried everything for Danny. You know, she's like really, really little. And yeah, so that's why one of the reasons my legs were sore. But I noticed this the other day, like somebody at PetSmart, they're like, "Oh, Sarah, do you want me to help you carry out your dog food?" No, for one, I'm good. And secondly, without even thinking about it, I picked up the 40 pound bag dog food, 40 pound bag of dog food. I'm like, that sounded really weird. And I literally just put it on my shoulder. I'm like walking out, like I'm flexing. So I'm like walking out with like the not garbage bag, the dog food on my shoulder as if it's like 10 pounds. I don't know. I'm like really strong when it comes to certain things. Okay, we went parasailing. I was really irritated that I did have to go with Jada, but of course Danny and Camila were going to be together. And the funny thing was, is when we got up there, I told Jada, I'm like, "This was really not smart of production to put us up here. Like, for real, y'all thought like Natalie getting bit and jumped by Red and Rocky, that was the biggest fight in BGC history. Like, literally, I could just beat the shit out of Jada right now." I even joked about it, and I was like, "But luckily, I love my life. I'm not trying to fall in the damn ocean and something crazy happen. I value my life too much. That's not going to happen." But it was a whole joke, whatever. You don't see this, but I get extremely seasick, and I end up going home. I don't go to the dinner that night, and also the girls went on like some party boat. Supposedly it was boring. They didn't have fun, probably because I wasn't there. But they went on like the booze cruise. That's what it was called, and I slept for like 16 hours. Production's like, "Are you okay, Sarah?" Like, we had to call, make sure you're okay if you want to meet at dinner. Like, I couldn't do anything. I was so seasick. I was jet lagged. Just been stressed out about every single thing because we went to Hawaii just couple days after Judy was sent home, so it was a very stressful time for me. Alright, so next door. Jada, Rocky, Julie. Oh, that's the club. Okay, so we went to the club called Next Door, and you see me sitting next to Danny. So Danny had a date there, like this cute little guy, and Jada, Julie, and Rocky did the same thing to Danny's friend as they did to my friends a few weeks back. And this was the night that I had that little pink dress on. You saw the pictures on my website where my friend came, bought us a bottle, and they were like twerking, putting their butt in his face and stuff. And he was like, "Ugh." I'm like, "Yeah, no." He was like, "This is exactly why I didn't want to come here or even be on this show." So they do the same thing to Danny's friend. And I'm literally like, because at one part you see Jada standing up on this back part and she was dancing and stuff. And They were all behind us, like putting their butt like literally this far from Danny and her date's head. He was like, I'm not paying attention to them. Like, they're disgusting. I'm only looking at you. So I was literally like putting a pillow up. Like, nobody wants to see that. Get down. You look stupid. Like, find somebody else to get attention from. Like, he does not care. All right. So Danny tried to talk to Julie, and of course, Julie just walks away when Julie's wrong in the first place. Okay, Julie betrayed her friend by talking bad about her, telling Judy all her secrets and stuff. So Danny has a real legit reason to be mad at Julie. So for Julie, or so for Danny to reach out to Julie and be like, I want to talk to you, blah, blah. She's like, no, I just can't. I gotta go. Like, what are you talking about? For one, you are the bad friend. You're in the wrong, and she's like trying to reach out to you, but then you're trying to act like you're mad. Like, I hate people that like try to flip the role. Like, Julie, you look stupid. You have no reason to be mad. And I noticed this in an interview. Like, she always puts things off the other way. Like, the other girls are like, oh, they're so miserable. They're this, they're that. But clearly, me, Natalie, and Judy were smiling every day. We were having fun. We were doing our own thing. And then they were the ones miserable and talking about us. So now it's like, oh, they're miserable, they're this, they're that. Like, all we did was laugh and smile. Like, when you see all the pictures, like, we were happy the whole time until, like, of course, Jada started stealing shit again. And a big, big argument got left out of this, which was kind of irritating. Okay, tell you about that. So Danny tried to talk to Julie. Okay, Rocky. Oh, so Rocky and them cry, and you already see that there's favoritism to some of the girls. Like, they want to say, oh, Judy's a threat, and she's mentally unstable, and she should be sent home, and we're scared, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, Judy was making a futuristic threat, for one. The first part was, come to Chicago, bitch. I got a Glock 40 waiting on you. I hope somebody kills you, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that would be in the future. We're not going to Chicago anytime soon. These bitches are sitting in the room. When we're in the other room, we can hear them right down the hall. The hall is like 8 feet. And she's going to say, oh, we're going to go swim with sharks? Yeah, we should cut, Rocky, I think, said this. We should cut one of the girls and throw them overboard so the sharks will eat them. That is a direct, I will kill you type whatever, whether you're joking or not. Like, that's a direct threat. And it's something that can actually happen. For one, we don't have no damn Glock 40 on the show. We aren't going to Chicago on the show. But we are going to go swim with sharks, and literally you could just cut somebody and throw them off overboard. So if Judy got sent home for that, they should have been in trouble, fined, or something for making that comment. And of course, we go, or Camila goes in the room, she's like, like, I'm not scared of you. Like, Jada, of course, like, is batting her eyes, scared as hell, acting like, I'm not scared either. Bitch, you scared.